So, episode 5. On this episode, we are going to focus on prayer and reflection. The power of prayer in service. But before we go into it, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share your thoughts with us. Remember, you are on Great Up, where great meets grace with Jason. So on this episode, we are talking about the power of prayer in service. Prayer is essential in our service journey. It connects us to God by guiding our actions and filling our heart with what? Compassion. When we say prayer, it's important because sometimes, because of your kindness or your act of service and you're genuine, people take advantage of you. So it is important that you pray and seek God guidance in taking actions when you are what? Offering services. Because there are people or places or organizations that you may be offering your services to that it could be a form of what? Scam or trouble or disaster or something that will cause harm to people. Like you could be offering something that could cause harm to people. So it is important that you seek God. You always pray to God before you take actions. I know this is not part of our topic, but when King Solomon became enthroned on his kingdom, or sat on his kingdom after his father David, he gained the gift of wisdom by his sacrifice. He served God. He gave out some service, a sacrificial service to God, that God was so touched by his sacrifice that he asked him genuinely to ask for what he wants, and he says he wants wisdom. So when I talk about Solomon, I'm talking about wisdom, because when you pray, remember that my previous episode, I keep telling you that there are benefits of prayer. And prayer, number 1, it brings peace. Number 2, wisdom. Number 3, acceptance. Number 4, favor. Number 5, what? Strength. So when you pray, it helps you connect with God, and God guides your actions. Because like I told you that a man plans his what? Way, but the Lord orders his steps. So it is important for you to pray and meditate and seek God's counsel before you take action or before you offer your what? Your services. I have faced a lot of times in my life. Sometimes they say when you carry it so well, people think it's not heavy. That is how people see me. And I thank God that they see me like that. Initially or previously, I didn't see it like that. I used to question it. I used to ask that, why is that when people need something, I'm the one they call, they run to quickly. My mom told me and my people told me that, my friends, it's a privilege for people to see you like that. And it is always better to be the giver than the receiver, because givers never lack. And I can assure you that ever since I adapted our ways of what? Giving, it has helped transform my life to a state where people think that I have it all figured out. I don't have it all figured out. It is God who has put it all together for me, because sometimes I go out of my way and be of service to others, to the extent that I exhaust myself and I ask. I used to do that. I would give and give, and then I have nothing to give. And then me that I was giving, I will now start calling people back, asking them for help. That telling, I ran out of this. Can you help me? Can you do this? And it will be embarrassing to go back calling back the same people you offered help. So it is important to seek God's guidance when you are what? Offering services, because in so doing, God will guide your actions, and your actions will be divinely guided by God's word, power, and by the Holy Spirit. Let the Spirit lead you. So when we talk of prayer in service, it means that when you pray, God will help you by giving you the Spirit to lead you, to guide you, to direct you, to be of service. By what? By the guidance of the Spirit. By going to the place of what? Prayer. So develop a personal prayer plan that would help you create or incorporate service into your lives and the lives of others by being led by what? The Spirit. Do not lean on your own understanding. Always go to God. And as I was talking about King Solomon, the reason why I mentioned him earlier on is because when King Solomon first asked for wisdom. One of his first encounters problem was when the two women claiming one baby to belong to them. When they came to him, in as much as he has asked God for the wisdom already, and God has given it to him, he did not quickly bring out his judgment by his own skill. He went within himself and prayed within his heart internally and said, God, in his meditation, he prayed and said, God, help me to apply wisdom to this situation. And to your surprise, from the story you've heard overly several times, see how he applied genuine wisdom by resolving the situation or the problem. By asking that one child that those two women claim to belong to, he asked one of his servants, his military men, bring a sword and let the child to be split in two. In this way, the real owner or the real mother of the child became compassionate and had sympathy for his child. In order for the child to be killed, that he will lose the child, then he should be given to the other woman. So in this case, if he did not seek God's guidance or wisdom, how will he be able to apply such wisdom by offering such service to these two women? So as we talk about prayer and reflection, remember to pray and seek God's guidance. Remember to pray and seek God's guidance whenever you find yourself in place of trying to offer service. Ask God what you should do before you take actions. Because he has warned you not to lean on your own understanding. And always remember, we are spiritual beings having human experience. So we have a connected source. And when you want to do anything, it's important for you to connect with your source, so that your source will tell you what to do. Because I tell you honestly, if you seek him and guide him, he will tell you what to do. Like he helped Solomon with with wisdom, by offering the genuine judgment to that case. So wherever you find yourself in service, be it you being a judge, a police officer, a military man, a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, a driver, wherever you find yourself, whatever skill or talent that have been called for you to offer your service to, remember to seek God's guidance first. Remember to seek God first. Because he says that if you seek after me first, all other things will be given to you. So when you seek God in your call, or in your service, or in your purpose, it brings you the abundance of blessing you desire. But if you go out of your way and you don't seek God first and do it, it makes you feel overwhelmed with the trials and the obstacles and the challenges you come across. So it is important that we seek the guidance of God as we talk about prayer and reflection on this episode. Remember, beloved, create a prayer plan and go to God in prayer always. Even in a chaotic or in an instant or in an accidental situation, quickly remember to seek God first before you take action. Because when you seek God, he will guide you. He will order your steps. He will direct your path. Remember that he says that his ways are not your ways, and his thoughts are not your thoughts. As high as heaven and earth is, so are his ways, and so are his thoughts. So if his ways are not your ways, then go to him, pray to him, meditate, and he will teach you his ways, and you will walk in his ways. And remember that he said that no one can come to the Father except through me, Jesus Christ. That he is the light, the way. And remember that we are praying to the one who is above. And the one who is above all. So when you seek him, everything he gives you is above all. When you seek him first, he makes you above all in your career, in your talent, and in your gift, and in your call to service. So as I close on this episode, it is important that you remember to seek God's guidance in every area, aspect, or skill or talent you find yourself. Beloved, do not do it with your own strength. Do not lean on your own understanding. Whatever you are doing, do not leave the God factor out. Go to a place of prayer and seek God. seek God, He will guide you, He will order your steps. For many are the devices of men, but only the counsel of God will stand. Many are the devices of men, but only the counsel of God will stand. So it is important that you seek God's counsel before you move. So when you wake up in the morning, when you find yourself in a situation, when you find your place in a place of job or work or purpose, or wherever you find yourself, remember to seek God. Because He brought you here. He is your manufacturer. And He has His name, for His name's sake, He will make sure that His image will not be tarnished. So He will never fail you, and He will never put you to shame in your call to service, or in your call to purpose, or whatever your skill is. So when you seek Him for His name's sake, for His purpose sake, for His will's sake, for His counsel's sake, He will not put you to shame. As they say, what God cannot do does not exist. So as I close on this episode, beloved, I want to pray for you. Put your heart to this prayer. Beloved, put your hand on your heart and enter within yourself and say to yourself that, gracious God, thank you for the opportunities to serve others. Because even the Son of the Lord came to serve and not to be served. So Father, give me the grace, the insight, the wisdom, the clarity, and the understanding to walk in my call of service to you and to mankind. May the Spirit lead and guide me, that when they see me do what you've asked me to do, they will see Jesus and they will not see me. When they hear me speak, they will not hear me, but they will hear Jesus. Lord, give us the divine grace to walk in abundance of this gift and skill or service you've called us to. And let them see and let them know that you are Lord and you are Master and you are above all. By the Spirit, empower us. Because you said, except you give one power to do, one cannot do. So therefore, Father, give us the power, the ability, the grace to do might and exploits, and to acquire what you want us to acquire, and to achieve what you want us to achieve, and to fulfill your purpose according to your will and not our will. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Beloved, say amen. Go out there and be of service to someone. Remember, Mother Teresa said, not all of us can do great things, but you can do small things with great love. Whatever you do, remember to add love to it. As I close on this episode, I want to thank you for joining me on Great Up, where great meets with grace with Jason. Remember that living a life of service is important, and it's your call to service, and it is your purpose. So let's choose to serve others and make a meaningful impact together. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. You may not know the life you are transforming out there. You may not know the life you'll be touching out there. So beloved, until next time in the next season, remember to stay blessed. Walk in your call of service by following the practical strategies that I've been giving out. Stay blessed, walk in your purpose, and walk in your service. Until next time, God bless you and stay blessed. À bientôt. Au revoir. Dieu bénisse. Bye bye, everyone.